I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. Thought I'd give another update on selling Bumblebee. It's because, man, it's getting old. A dealership called me to start with. AJ from Englehart's called me, asked me if I was still interested in the 22 Can-Am Spyder RT Limited. And like I said, it has 10,000 miles on it. I said I am, but I'm still waiting to sell Bumblebee. So I said, you're asking 16 for it, right? And he goes, oh, no, we're listing that for 18. So we went about 10 minutes back and forth about how he told me 16. Now he's telling me it's 18. So my out-the-door price is 20,000 on that bike. And if I pay 3,000, my payments would be 300 and I think 350 a month. So 18,000 for that RT. I think it's still a pretty good deal because I've been looking at a lot of them. They're all up there. Like I said, this is an RT. I didn't even bother asking about that F3. I didn't want to waste my time. So I said, when I ever sell the Goldwing, I'll get a hold of you. And I did something I didn't think I'd do. I dropped the price from, I had it listed at 42 to 35. Boy, oh boy, did I get a ton of people who were interested in buying a bike. The guy that was supposed to buy it ended up being one of those fucking scam people where he was going to send a trailer and a check along. I said, I'm only taking cash. So you send whoever you want, but he's not taking a bike unless I have cash. And I'm also taking the money to the bank to verify it's real. So that was the last I heard of him. That is the fourth person from Chicago trying to pull that scam. So now if I see any offers and it's from Chicago, I immediately just block. I don't give a fuck if they're real or not. I am not dealing with that shit anymore. I do have 3 people who want it, and I have 3 people who keep sending me messages every week or 2 asking if it's still available. So I'm thinking those people are just trying to come up with the money. I'm not going below 35. I just can't do it. Guy caught a... God, I can't remember his name. I wish I would have. He was a fucking idiot. Sent me a text at 6 in the morning, which is fine because I don't really sleep. In his text, he says, with all those deep scratches, I just don't think I could offer you more than $1,100 for it. I sent back my text message saying, are you really that fucking stupid? And then I sent him that message. I blocked him and deleted his message. Yeah, I mean, I'd go over there and show you Bumblebee, but I'm just so embarrassed with all the deep scratches. I hate dealing with the public. I absolutely hate it. If I don't sell Bumblebee, reason I dropped the price because I really want to buy that Can-Am. To me, I've been looking at prices and stuff. It seems like a very good deal, still even at 18. So, but like I said, if I end up relisting it in April. In March. I'm going to try to get 35 for it. But like I said, in January it's paid for, so I think I would take any serious offer close to 35. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Oh, then to complicate things more, I got a guy who wants to buy the shed that Bumblebee's sitting in. I'm only asking $2,500 for that shed. That shed goes for, I think, $4,500 right now. My shed looks brand new, as you can see in the videos. There's no rot, no nothing on it, no paint, fade, nothing. These sheds are very well built, so they'll last forever. My first shed I have here, there's still nothing wrong with it. The brown one here, I'm sitting at here. that one. Same with the green one over there. Nothing's wrong with it. I have about 6 people who want to buy the shed. So Dan he called me last night and told me that he finally got a hold of somebody who can haul the shed for him. So I said, what I told him is contact the company where you buy these sheds and see how much they charge them, because he's only 50 miles away and it can't be that much. And I told Dan, I said, even if you paid $1,000, you're still cheaper doing it that way than buying my shed. Like I said, Dan had already leveled out the spot for the shed, so I'm pretty sure he's going to get it. But I thought that asshole was going to buy the Goldwing too. But anyhow, I told Dan, we'll get to, when he does decide to buy it and can arrange the time for the guy to come down and pick it up, I said I will meet with him and I'll deposit the money into my bank account. Then the guy can come and get it. So I told him nobody's moving or touching that shed until the money's in my account. He said he has no problem with that. So he says he's on vacation. He's coming home today. He said so once he schedules it with the driver, he asked me for my address and stuff. And he's going to call me, let me know when the driver's going to come out. Then I'm going to go up to Dan in Appleton, at least 50 miles away. Might take Bumblebee up there and deposit the money and get the shed paid off. So that'll put another $600 in my pocket after I pay off the shed. And then I'm going to use that for putting down on the Can-Am Spyder. I'd really like to get that Can-Am Spyder. That video really doesn't do it any justice. That thing is in mint condition. So, and they still haven't inspected it yet. So he said if when I'm ready, let them know, then I'll come down and put a deposit down. Then they'll inspect it. And I said, well, when I do that, I said I'm taking it for a test drive first. But, I've ridden snowmobiles, so I can't imagine handling much. The turning and leaning into turns, it's going to be the same. So that's about it. I'm also there's a dealership, Ken's, in Green Bay, not the one in Conoco, but in Green Bay. They got a white one, but it's a 2018 with 33,000 miles, and they're asking, I think, 11 for that. But I don't think I want something that old with that many miles on it. And it looks okay, but doesn't look like that red one, which is in, like I said, mint condition. So just keeping my options open. There's still the other 2 ones from the other dealership for the F3s. I found out they do not have the trunk. They're just above the base model, so whatever that. They got the side saddlebags, but they don't have the trunk. You can add that, so that's another option I can go with too. And I just told him, AJ, that I think he kind of got it, that I wasn't happy with the $2,000 price hike. So, but I didn't tell him, well, I'll just go somewhere else, because that's a really nice one and prices are really good. Then I got another lady. She contacted me. She wanted to know if I could take Bumblebee up to Ironwood, Michigan, so her husband can look at it, then he could take the back roads home to get it home safely, because, it needs new tires. I said, sure, that shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to just walk home there. It's like 250 miles. Then she sent a text back, that LOL. And then, about a half a day later, she sent me another text asking me if I could go put new tires on it. I said, no, but you shouldn't have no problem finding a place to put tires on it. And then she sent me a message last night saying, I think we might have somebody who's going to come pick it up. So I sent her a message back saying, well, make sure he's bringing cash, and then he's got to go to the bank with me so I can pay off the balance on Bumblebee. I think I owe like $900 left on Bumblebee. I just made a payment. I haven't checked. So I think it's about 900, maybe 1,000 left on it. So I tell you, I hate dealing with the fucking public. They drive me freaking nuts. I swear to God, if I still have Bumblebee when it comes to buy the Can-Am Spyder, I've been approved for the loan. Again, I just did it to see what my payments would be at $20,000 versus $16,000. I could get approved with no money down, and the payments would be $410 or $12, something like that. That's with no money down. So January, Bumblebee's paid for. If I haven't sold it, then I'm just going to go get the loan, make higher payments, which I really don't want to, and decide what to do with Bumblebee then. Because I really don't want to put new tires and do all the service on it. It runs beautiful, it looks outstanding, but I'm not going to ride it. I just got back now from Coloma, Wisconsin, went up to get some chicken. And, I'm constantly worrying about if I'm going to tip it or not. It's always on my mind, no matter how much I try to get rid of it. So I just want a Can-Am. That's the reason I won't take Bumblebee on long trips. Just too worried about it falling down. So when I get the Can-Am Spyder, you can bet within the next couple of days after owning it, I am going on a long trip with it and start doing things that I want to do. Because everything's paid for besides the shed and Bumblebee and my car. But those are all automatic payments. So I can go and leave. I don't have to be here to pay bills and stuff. So I plan on doing a lot of touring with that Can-Am. So that's the reason I want one with the bags and saddlebags and, the trunks. Okay, you guys. Went on long enough. Just want to keep you guys updated on what's going on with Bumblebee. So I have a feeling that shed's going to be gone before Bumblebee is. Okay, you guys. Thank you. Have a good day.